Hi, everybody. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer. And hello, all my Cancerian friends. I have got your September forecast right here in front of me, and I'm going to share it with you in just a couple of minutes. But I got a couple of things to tell you about you might be interested in. First of all, I don't have to tell you how crazy our world has gotten. It is a mad, 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 mad world. Remember that TV show? Well, that's what we're looking at, only we're living it. This is a time when people really need their own personal astrological forecast more than ever, but they can afford it less than ever. And so I'm offering a September special. You'll find it on my website, MaxineTaylor.com. Just go to my website. You will find the special right there. And this is based on your exact minute of birth, month, day, and year, and city of birth. You can order a 6-month forecast or a 12-month forecast. And I want you to ask me questions, and I'll do a video for you, and I will talk with you on the video, and you will have your very own roadmap. This is vitally important at this juncture in our lives because the world is unsettled. We have so many things that have gone wrong. We have pandemics, we have weather changes, we have end of war, beginning of war, earth changes. Oh, it's too much to fathom. And the one thing you can count on is an accurate forecast so that you have a roadmap to guide you forward. So if you're interested in that, just go to my website and order your own personal forecast. All right, that's number one. Number two, some of you have been waiting for this book. This is my latest book. It is not an astrology book, as you'll be able to tell by the title. The title is Your First Sexual Imprinting and a Method for Releasing Old Emotional Trauma. This is a personal self-empowerment book for women. I have interviewed women for years, and I've talked about writing this book for years. And many people have said, let me know when it's available because I want to buy a copy. In this book, I have interviewed women anonymously who have shared their own first sexual imprinting. And this is your first sexual experience. And the problem very often is that this occurs when you're a child, or it is not a pleasant experience, and it sets the tone for the rest of your life. And very often women wonder, why do they keep attracting a molestation? Why does this keep happening to them? Because it happened in the past. And it happened on a very deep level. And the problem is, how do you get rid of it? This book will show you how, step by step. If you would like your own personal one-on-one session with me, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and look under the spiritual coaching tab where you'll find a Take Back Your Life description. This is the program I offer. It's a 3-hour session. It can totally transform your life. And so I highly recommend that you either get a copy of my book or book a session with me. I think you'll enjoy both of them. Okay, now let's talk about what's going on in the Cancerian life, because Cancerians are very sensitive people. They are water signs and they take things very, very deeply, very personally. So, the one thing I want to mention that's going on that is going to color everything is Mercury goes retrograde in September. Some of you are familiar with the Mercury retrograde. When Mercury, the planet of communication, correspondence, and transportation, goes retrograde, it appears to be moving backwards in the heavens. It's not, but it appears that way, and everything is confused. Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year, and it's vitally important that we use the retrograde time to tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects rather than start new projects, because anything begun under a retrograde Mercury either fizzles out completely or has to be redone within the year. Okay, so no matter what's going on, the foundation is confusion. And this is why I'm offering my forecast at a special price. All right. Now, on the new moon, the 6th, Mercury moves into what we call the shadow of the retrograde Mercury. It is not retrograde, but it feels like it is. And there's a shadow before the retrograde and after the retrograde. The retrograde will be over in October. So starting the second week of September, this is when everything starts getting crazy and confused. So be aware of it and roll with it. And this is why you want to get your own personal forecast. So let's look and see what else is going on in the beautiful Cancerian life. The sun, the giver of life, is the yellow planet. It's in your 3rd house of ideas. And this is a wonderful time to share your ideas with other people, to communicate, to talk, to visit. On the 22nd, the sun enters your 4th house, which is the house that Cancer rules. And so home, family, and real estate become the center of the Cancerian life. Now, Mercury is in the 4th house, getting ready to go retrograde. And so it goes retrograde on the 27th, but it moves into the shadow on the 6th. And this is why everything starts getting confused. The right after, well, the end of the first week. Okay. Now, Mars, the red planet, that's what we fight with and fight for. In your 3rd house, you are sharing your ideas. You are perhaps taking a stand for your beliefs, for your ideas, and you're going toe to toe with people. By the 14th, you're really throwing yourself into domestic issues, whether it's buying and selling a house. And I suggest you not do that on a retrograde Mercury, because you don't start new projects on a retro. Instead, you tie up the loose ends of unfinished business, okay? And Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is retrograde. Is in your 4th house. I'm looking at the Mercury retrograde. It's not even retro yet, and my lips are not working as a team. Okay, let that be a sign to you. Venus, you love your family, you love your home. And on the 10th, Venus moves into your 5th house of social life. Whether it's socializing with your kids and having a wonderful time, or simply partying. Have fun, keeping in mind that everything is unsettled during this month because of the retrograde Mercury. Okay, on the new moon, which is September 6th. It's in your third house, and this confuses communication even more so because the third house is the house of communication, but at least your ideas are working and you're moving forward with them. 2 weeks later, the full moon is in your ninth house, and you're seeing a much bigger picture. The ninth house deals with your higher mind, principles, concepts, the big picture, opportunities you did not know you had before. This is super. September 20th is the full moon. So be aware of that. And this can be a time when you're thinking in terms of preparing to move upward in your career. Wait until after Mercury goes direct in October and jump in then. So that's what I've got to tell you, Cancerians. I hope that you have enjoyed your forecast. And I hope that once again, you'll join me next month, because when Mercury comes out of retrograde, I want to be able to carry you through it. So till we meet again, this is Maxine Taylor saying, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.